You know, like, it's one of those movies na kahit wala kang pinagdadaanan, parang mayroon. As in, hagulgol, guys. As in, hagulgol. As in, ako din. I'll never love again. So the fourth movie is Another One Bites the Dust. The fourth movie is Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody was directed by Dexter Fletcher. This is actually my first Dexter Fletcher movie, but he also directed Kick-Ass and Stardust. On Rotten Tomatoes, Bohemian Rhapsody got a rating of 62%. Bohemian Rhapsody is basically a celebration of British rock band Queen. We all know we love them. It's a celebration. It's not just a biography. It's a celebration. It's how Queen became Queen. So, I think I should start with the cons. I read this one review. One of my hobbies is reading movie reviews. One review, I think, simplified everything wrong about this movie. Okay, it said, Bohemian Rhapsody struggles to find a fresh way to tell its story. I agree on so many levels. In general, like, the whole. Okay, let me just say this first. Okay, I loved the movie. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. Okay, but we've all seen the starting from the bottom, now we're here trope, biography trope, so many times, countless of times, and that's fine, and it's fun, it's still super enjoyable, but does that deserve a Best Picture nomination? Should I have started with the pros? No, okay, fine, I'll just continue. Now, what else? They wanted to feature and tackle other topics and highlight other topics such as Freddie Mercury's sexual orientation. They could have done it better. I'm frustrated because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But there are just these little factors that just need to be tweaked a little bit. If they wanted to feature that, they could have done it better. That's the only way I can say it. It was nothing spectacular, okay? Now, let's talk about the pros. What made this movie so relevant and so loved is Queen's name and Queen's music. Everyone loves Mama. It was so interesting to learn about that. Those who didn't know about Queen, or those who just knew Queen because of the song Bohemian Rhapsody and their famous songs. It was nice to learn. It was nice to learn about them. It was nice to get to know them more. I think the best part of this movie was that Bohemian Rhapsody as a whole was a reminder that Queen isn't just Freddie Mercury. It's Roger and Brian and John and Freddie. It's not just Freddie Mercury. Shout out to Sir Roger, Mr. Ben Hardy, I stan. The best part, the number one, the most excellent part. I think we can all agree. You can hate on the movie, you can, but you cannot deny the fact that Rami Malek is the best part. One of the best actors you've ever seen. Rami Malek was Freddie Mercury. For a moment there, you're gonna forget that he's just acting. It's like Freddie Mercury resurrected. And that's just a fact. Rami Malek is incredible and he's cute and incredible. Okay, the nominations are Best Actor, Best Sound Mixing, Best Film Editing, and Best Sound Editing. And Best Picture. If there's anything this movie deserves, it's Best Actor. Rami Malek deserves to go home with that trophy. I would rate it in terms of it being nominated, like in comparison to the other nominations. I give it a 4 out of 10. Okay. A 4 out of 10. 3 of those points goes to Rami Malek and 1 point goes to Queen's music. Okay, next! The next movie is now A Star is Born. It's directed by, if you didn't know this, A Star is Born was directed by Bradley Cooper. This was his directorial debut. We've all seen Bradley. We all love him. I know I do. I loved him in Silver Linings Playbook. I loved him in American Sniper. He's a great actor. So it got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty high. Contrary to popular belief, A Star is Born is not a true story. It's actually a remake of a remake of a remake. There's literally a Star is Born for every era. So A Star is Born is a tale as old as time. So it's nothing new. Like I've said 70 million times in this vlog, it's nothing new, but there's a way to make things great, even if the topic you're tackling is nothing new. See, Bohemian Rhapsody should take notes. Anyway, A Star is Born is a story about Jackson Maine, who is already an established musician, who falls in love with a struggling artist, Ali, played by Lady Gaga. So it just includes the complications of the relationship, their careers, and you know, their own internal issues and all. Okay, so let's go to the pros. Like, there was this one review by Rolling Stones. The title of the review was Lady Gaga hit all the right notes, and I can't agree more. That's basically it. Lady Gaga is incredible. I forgot that she was a singer for a moment there. I genuinely believe she was an actress, even if this is also her acting debut. Bradley Cooper took a risk, and as Lady Gaga mentioned 72 million times in her interviews, you only need one person to believe in you, and for her, it was Bradley.
There can be 100 people in the room and 99 don't believe in you, and you just need one to believe in you, and that was him. And one does, and that was him. I had this one incredible talent.
But you know what, Lady Gaga, if you're watching this, make it 2. I believe in you too, sis. The biggest pros of this movie was one, yeah, like I said, Lady Gaga. 2 is their chemistry, definitely. Bradley's and Lady Gaga's chemistry. As in, kilig na kilig ako, guys. As in, madali ako kiligin in general. I'm a sucker for love stories and for pain. And this movie just overflowing with that. Universal themes like love and family and heartbreak, and those are all things that never get old. We love them every single time. Another big pro is the soundtrack. Hello, Alexa, play I'll Never Love Again. Don't wanna know another kiss. Oh, yeah, the sunlight. Oh, I'll never love. Oh, yeah. God, I cried. I was ugly crying. As in hagulgol, guys. As in hagulgol. As in ako din. I'll Never Love Again. It's one of those movies na kahit wala kang pinagdadaanan, parang meron. Gets ba? As in, tinaman nagtatagalog na ako. As in, ganun ko siya kadamdam, guys. Masakit. Do I have any cons? Well, I didn't write any cons. Oh, okay. Again, like what I said, nothing new. We all love a good heartbreak love story. Nothing new, but well done. It was nominated for Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Sound Mixing, and Best Picture. Okay, out of 10, I'll give it an 8. Or even a 9, okay. 9 out of 10. Nice. Okay, last movie. Oh no. So last movie I want to talk about. I should have footage of when I watched it, so I should insert it right here.
Spider-Verse po na for 1:30.
Happy New Year, te!
Hey, I'm currently in Robinsons. I just came from work. And then what you're thinking? You're thinking, Ayn, why would you leave the house looking like shit? Why would you let anybody see you in public looking like shit? You know what? I agree. I agree with you on several levels. And you know, Whatever. So I'm here to watch Spider-Verse in the spirit of the Oscar season, because nominations will be announced today. I'm thinking this is my last chance to see it. I'm super excited. I hope I like it. Yay! The next clip will probably, I don't know, I can't vlog in the cinema. I don't know, the next clip will probably be at home for the Oscars review.
So the last movie, as I've said in the previous clips, is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So this isn't nominated for Best Picture, but I feel like we should talk about it because it's amazing. It deserves to be talked about. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was directed by a trillion directors, just kidding, for Peter Ramsey, Robert Ricchetti, Rodney Rothman, and Bob Persichetti. How long did it take to make this movie? Let's search. Are you serious? Speaking to the LA Times, filmmakers Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Who are these directors I placed? Filmmakers Phil Lord and Chris Miller revealed that it took 800 people 4 years to create the film. Okay, so not that many, just 800. It took 800 people and 4 years to create this film. Okay, sure. When like trailers were released and stuff, I wasn't the most excited. In my head, I wasn't going like, when this comes out, I'm gonna watch it immediately. I watched it on the last showing day. I hate myself. But anyhow, let's get into the review. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is about teenager Miles Morales, who is the first non-white portrayal of Spider-Man. We all know the story of Spider-Man. We've seen it a trillion times. Miles becomes the Spider-Man of his reality, and he meets... Hold on, there's something. So Miles meets 5 Spider-Man counterparts from other dimensions, and together they defeat the enemy. So when I saw it in the trailer, I was like, this is probably gonna be super predictable, and like, I'm probably not gonna enjoy it. So, but boy, was I wrong. So basically, everything I wrote here, they are all compliments. Let's just go. It's funny in all the right moments. I wrote it here. The plot twists are actually shocking. It was visually perfect. That's the most appropriate term I can think of. It was visually perfect. Its cinematography was way better than most films out there. Not exaggerating. All other Spider-Man, spiders can go home. It's so good. It's so good. It's literally so good. And if it were up to me, despite it being an animated movie, this deserves Best Picture, if not Hereditary. Yeah, it's just nominated for Best Animated Feature. Obviously, it's gonna win. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna... My grade, out of 10, 11. 11, 12, everything higher than 10, that's what it gets. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If you haven't seen it, please do. Please do yourself a favor and go watch it. Yeah, so that concludes our Oscars vlog. What time is it? Okay, it's only 2:30. It took like almost 3 hours to film this. That's fine. I only discussed like 6 films, but there are a lot of other films. Like some of them are gonna be, I don't know if they're showing in your country, you're lucky. If they've already been released in your country, you're so lucky. But some of them, a lot of them actually haven't been released in mine. So there are other movies. There's The Favorite, starring Emma Stone. There's Vice, starring Christian Bale, I think, and Amy Adams, that's right. There's If Beale Street Could Talk. I've been wanting to see this so bad, but it's not available anywhere. Like, top of my head, there are other nominated movies that I can think of. So go check those out if you have time or if you have access to them already. The Oscars are gonna be, as I said, they're gonna be on February 25. So that's super soon. So watch them before, well, if you'd like to, before the show, so you know, you'd see if your faves win, if they deserve it or not. Hereditary deserved it, but you know, they're not nominated, so what's the point of me saying this? I'm gonna go edit this now and like die. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.